Hi guys. So I'm coming up on here with no makeup again. I know I looked really kind of like horrible yesterday. Um, I was feeling a little bit like kind of like tired, and I was in bed, and I was like, the gym is closed. So I said, let me go on a walk and get something for dinner. I got some black beans because I'm gonna make it with some salad. Black beans, kind of like a Chipotle, but at home, like lettuce, beans, chicken, tomato, trying to eat healthy. Um, Something I wanted to talk about was about something I was feeling, which was when you're going, I don't want to say the word depression anymore because the more I say it, the more I believe it. But when you're dealing with that, it kind of debilitates you, and you can't really feel God's presence because you're feeling so low all the time. Because it's a mental illness, it's a demon. It's a mental illness that oppresses you. So you can't feel God anymore, and your thoughts are all negative. Like the thoughts that I was having today were like really weird. I want to talk about them because maybe if I can release them. But I was watching this award show. I wasn't watching it. My mom had it on, and it was of all these famous people who are really successful. And I was like thinking, I was like, these people are all successful and they're happy. And I'm a believer, I'm a servant of the Lord. I love God, even when my faith has been tested. And I don't have a prosperous life. Like, I'm not loved or adored by thousands or millions of people. Um, because I've always had a dream in my heart since I was a little girl to be a singer. I always had that dream since I was like literally, since I could think, since I was like 3. I was always singing and performing in my room. So you grow up and you try to do these things and they don't work out. And you feel, you're like, well, God, if you promised me that I was going to be somebody, I've had so much prophetic words over my life that I was going to be someone, that I had a calling. When I was like 5 years old, a pastor was like, she has a calling, like she's going to do something in this life. And then when I see the reality of things, that I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be, and I'm also battling the demons in my head every day, battling thoughts of death, wanting to just not be here. It's hard, you know? And I'm like, God, like sometimes I'm praying and I'm like, I feel like it's for nothing, you know? Like I'm like upset. I don't like praying sometimes because I'm like, I feel like he's not listening to me. So it's a little bit of a frustrating feeling. Um, because one day I can talk about the Lord, I could talk about his promises, but like my reality is so different. My everyday experience is so different. And I have to pretend I'm okay every day. And it's a hard journey, you know? So, but what I have to continue telling myself, what you have to continue telling yourself is that even if you don't feel him, he is real. And he's the only thing I want. I don't want money. I don't want anything. Like right now I have money. Like I'm like not rich, or I have money, like I'm working, but that doesn't fulfill me. That doesn't give my heart joy. Like, it's just money. It's not like we all have to work to be in this world, but like money isn't the end goal of my life. Like, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in doing something that I feel is contributing to the world, that when I leave, whenever that time is, it's not that I want people to remember me, but I just want to have done something that impacted people's lives in some way or another, like, because I've been feeling so invaluable, unvaluable. Like, I don't have value lately. Um, like, I don't matter. And I look at other people's lives. I mean, I look at other people and I see that I look at everybody around me and I see that everybody else has more worth than me, or everybody else has a purpose, but I don't. And I just want to feel like I matter, like I want to feel like I matter. I want to care about myself, you know, I want to care about what happens to me. I want to care about my health. Like, I know smoking isn't good for me, but there's a part of me that just doesn't care what happens to me because of the smoking. And so, like, somebody told me, you're not going to last long if you continue smoking. And there was a part of me that was like, well, that doesn't matter. Like, what do I have? What is there for me here in this world? Like, what? Um, but I have to continue reminding myself that no matter how much I don't feel God and how much I want Him, He is still real. And even if others are being blessed and the world is being blessed, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because He's still real. And even though you don't feel good, and even though you're battling every single day, God still is God. And I have to remind myself and look back at the moments where I did feel God, where I did bask in His presence, even though I can't feel it now because I'm battling this mental illness, because it's an illness. It really is. It's a mental illness because it's completely taken over my life. Um, I wake up in a bad mood, fighting intrusive thoughts the entire day. I don't even look forward to my coffee. I used to love looking forward to my coffee in the mornings. That doesn't do anything. I can't even finish it. It's not appealing. Um, at least like right now, I'm starting to eat again because I wasn't eating at all because I wasn't enjoying it. Um, but it's a battle. It's a journey. Um, and it's easy to feel like, well, like people only want to be with you when you're up and you're high up in the clouds and you're elevating. But what if you're struggling every single day? People don't want to be there for you anymore. People don't want to be there with you, but that's fine because all you need is God, and what I desire the most is God. I just want God. I want Him back in my life. I want to feel Him. I want to think good thoughts. I want to be able to bask in His presence and feel Him again and feel Him in my heart and feel Him in my mind, because that's the only thing that matters is His presence, and it's His purpose in your life that matters. So I'll never give up, even if I feel like this every day. I don't want to forget That the moments where he was good to me, the moments where I did feel his presence, the moments where I did feel him, the moments where he was there for me, the moments where I cried because I felt his presence, and it was just me and him. So I have to remind myself those moments. I'm not feeling it right now, but he was once there. He was palpable. I could feel him. He was tangible. I have to like remind that and put that back in my memory when I can't feel it at all because I'm battling this numbness. So keep fighting, warriors. Um, you just have to continue fighting on, continue pressing, just fighting, 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 fighting every single day. Because until the day I die, I will not give up on seeing the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, in the land of the living. The devil wants me dead. The devil has convinced me, the demons, the thoughts have convinced me that I'm a lost case, that I want to die, that I don't want to be here, that that's how I feel, that there's nothing left for me. But I know that God has always promised that He was fighting for me, that He was always fighting for me. And He took me out of the darkness 2 years ago. That's when I started making YouTube videos. And I know He can do it again. And even though it's been a long time and I've been fighting for a long time, I'm not going to give up. And neither should you. Be blessed.